Hey guys, assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. Today I made another birthday cake. That's two I made now, one princess birthday cake and one Harry Potter birthday cake which Hagrid sat on. My daughter insisted she wanted that, but come on, how can I just make this for her birthday? It's gonna look as though I haven't even made any effort in anything, like I can't even make anything. So apart from the writing, which has gone a bit runny and it's a bit dark green than I expected, what I hoped for, everything else was really good. So sit back and watch how I made this. So first in a bowl, we're going to crack in 4 room temperature eggs. I'm keeping this very simple. I'm not adding any butter or anything to it. And to that we're going to add 80 grams of sugar, and we're going to mix that until they're really nice, soft and creamy. And once it comes to this consistency, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And carry on blending. And when it's really nice, thick and fluffy like so, we're going to add in 80 grams of all-purpose flour. And I've added to the flour 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and we're going to sieve it inside the mixture. Now we're very carefully with the hand, so we're going to fold it in. Until everything's mixed in properly and really smooth. How satisfying does that look? Right, now time to get it in the tin. So here we've got a 9-inch baking tin, and we're going to transfer it all inside there. And I'm using a reusable greaseproof paper, which you can use, wash up and reuse again. So we're going to tap the tin to get rid of all the bubbles, and with a toothpick we're just going to go all around it to make sure there is no lumps and bubbles. Now we're going to take it to a preheated oven on gas mark 180 Celsius for about 35 to 40 minutes, but always check as all the ovens are different. So guys, it's been about 35 minutes or so, 35-40 minutes, and our cake looks done. Oh my god, it's a beautiful colour. It's nice and golden. So we're going to take that out of the oven now. And we're going to transfer it onto well, the turnable really. So we're just going to place it on top like so. Turn it over. And it should easily glide off if I've done it correctly. Woohoo! Look at that. And we're going to carefully get the lining off so the cake has room to breathe whilst it's cooling down. Look at that. It doesn't really matter about the edges because this Harry Potter, so-called Harry Potter cake is supposed to look not professional, a bit on the like learner's type, so that's perfect. So what I'm going to do now is slice it in half because I want to put some icing in the middle, frosting, cream. And there we go. Now we're going to leave that to completely cool down before we actually start frosting it. We're going to now make the frosting, and we're adding 540 ml of double cream. And roughly about 3 tablespoons of sugar. I don't want it too sweet. And we're going to whisk. And when it comes to this consistency, we're going to add in mascarpone. That actually thickens up the cream. That's 250 grams of mascarpone. Do you call it mascarpone or mascarpone? I don't know. I've always called it mascarpone. Does it really matter though? Nah. And whisk it until it reaches its peak. Almost there. Now we're going to add in our vanilla extract. And we're going to mix again. And guys, as you can see, it's reached its peak, and I really wanted it thick this time. So I'm going to use half of it in the center of the cake and then the rest on top of the cake. So we're going to get the top off and then generously slap it on. Remember, Hagrid, he made it basically like a kid would make it. And then he sat on top of it, didn't he? So it's not important to go precise on it, because this cake's going to be sat on, don't forget. Right, there we go. And we're gonna place the other one on top. 1 minute. For an extra bit of flavour, we're going to drizzle caramel syrup on top of it. And now we can place the top one back on. Guys, normally they would use chocolate, they would make chocolate sponge cake, but my daughter Jasmine, she doesn't like chocolate sponge cake, so I'm doing it with vanilla, normal vanilla sponge cake. There we go. Now I put this out aside. I'm gonna put greaseproof paper on there because the cake stand is gonna get quite messy. So place it back on top. There we go. We can go as messy as we like now. So with the remaining, I'm gonna add some red food gel, bit by bit until we reach the colour we want. I'm gonna mix it in. I think I'm gonna whisk it again with the electric whisker. It's a whole lot easier, isn't it? And a bit more. And that's the colour we want. I don't know if you can really see it on the camera. I think that it's not getting enough light. So now what we're gonna do is slap it all on. You can have fun with that because you don't have to be precise. I could have handed that to my son to do it, and he doesn't even know how to make a cup of tea. Now that this is done, we're going to do the crack where Hadrid sat on. So right, we're first going to go from this end, and we're going to go all the way down here. And the next one's going to be from like, oopsie, like there. So guys, I've made some writing icing with icing sugar and green colour, and I'm gonna carefully write down happy birthday, not Harry, but because it's my daughter's name, I'm gonna put her name down instead of Harry. Guys, this green's gone a bit too dark. It's not looking as green as I hoped for it to. The writing, she's such a big fan of Harry Potter, and I've just ruined it with the writing. So I made just enough icing for the writing, but the happy bit's ruined. It's a cracking birthday though. And there we go guys, our Harry Potter birthday cake, our Jasmine's birthday cake, which Hagrid sat on.